Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today, my guest is Shantell Bogle. She's Executive Director of Oasis of Kingsport, and she's been here several times. She's a good friend of A Closer Look, and we're glad to have her back. Thanks for coming on the show today, Shantell.
It's great to be here.
I bet it is great to be here. Where have you been? You've been MIA, missing in action for a while. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I had a few issues with a death in the family and sickness myself and sickness in my family. Had a lot of different things going on. So throughout the COVID crisis, I've had a few personal crises going on. So, but we're doing a lot better now. I'm back on track. So.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. We don't want anything happening to you, and I know a lot of people in this town depend on you. You've been such a blessing to so many with Oasis of Kingsport. Explain to new listeners exactly what Oasis of Kingsport is.
Okay, well, the Oasis of Kingsport is a 501c3 nonprofit ministry that works with women of all ages and demographics in the Tri-City area. We have clients from all over the Tri-Cities, but our primary demographic is those who are living in the Kingsport area. And we provide a place for these women to come, find fellowship, find support, do laundry, take a shower, do classes that promote self-sufficiency, and also give encouragement, enlightenment, and so on and so forth. And we also do some programs for children as well.
Well, how's that working now with the pandemic? I mean, are people able to just keep coming as usual, or you've probably had to make some changes, right?
Very much so. During the first part of COVID, we did close down for 3 months, and we talked a lot with the board of directors about, what can we do to reopen, and we kind of gauged what we were doing based upon other nonprofits, ministries, and 501c3s that work with the same demographic in our area. And so what we were doing was kind of gauging, was it okay to open back up? And because we work with a high-risk population, a lot of the women that we serve are homeless. Some of them are living in low-income conditions. So basically, we kind of had to think about those things and consider the population that we work with in how we would move forward with a soft opening. Then finally, we did just recently open up with a soft opening, and we have been being only open 2 days a week. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays by appointment only. So basically, if you call or leave a message or send an email to oasiskpt@gmail.com, we will put you on a schedule of, and basically you have a 2-hour increment to get your laundry done. All of our programs are closed down. However, if you do call me for counseling, all of the Oasis phone calls are forwarded from the Oasis phone to a cell phone that I personally answer. So if somebody has questions or needs something or is in crisis and needs counseling, I can talk to you on Zoom. I can, answer any questions that you have on email or over the telephone. So that's kind of what we've been doing for now. And with the cases rising in Sullivan County, I'm not really sure exactly if we'll keep up what we're doing moving forward. We simply don't have an answer for that right now. I think everything is in limbo, whether the schools are going to open up, what is going to be happening moving forward. And so if you're interested in knowing what we're going to be doing moving forward, you can always check out our Facebook page. That's where we put the first information about what we're going to be doing. So.
Yeah, it's such strange times. I mean, this is all such new territory for all of us that we really do have to just go by day, week by week, because we don't know what's going to be happening, even a week or 2 weeks from now. So everything's kind of fluid right now. So I can understand that completely. Now, did you tell me before that United Way has been helping y'all out some way?
Absolutely. We have been very fortunate to receive a grant, well, actually several grants through them during the COVID-19 crisis. One of them specifically 4 items related to COVID-19, like as far as disinfectants and masks and things like that, as well as specific items for our ladies, which they can purchase through the Perks program, that are disinfectants and things like that to keep them, if they have a home or in a low-income situation or something like that, to keep their home sanitized as well. So we've been very fortunate to be able to even purchase like thermometers and things like that, so we can keep a clean, safe environment and monitor those that are coming in for laundry. So
now, is there any way as citizens we can help? Before it used to be we could just drop things off and come volunteer in some way, but I'm sure you have restrictions regarding that. What can we as a community do to help Oasis?
Well, right now we are restricted to how many people we can have in the building at one time. So we can only have myself, one other volunteer, and 2 clients in the building at a time. So that kind of limits us on volunteers. However, a lot of our volunteers have called and said they are not comfortable with coming down and volunteering at this time anyway. So at this time, we only have myself and board members who are coming in on Tuesdays and Thursdays to kind of monitor our by appointment only clients. So we really do need volunteers, and we're going to need volunteers moving forward. So, you know, after we come out of this crisis and we go back to normal, we are going to need to be fully staffed with volunteers. And if we've had everybody fall off, there's always that concern, well, if we open back up fully, how are we going to do that? So that is a concern, but we need monetary support. We're still taking donations. Just call and make an appointment with us to drop them off at the door. We will receive them at the door. Just no clothes at this time. That's all we ask, no clothes, no food. We don't hand out food right now. But everything else we're still accepting at the door.
Well, what would be the main things that you would like at this time? No clothes, no food. So what are your main needs for Oasis right now?
Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, cleaning supplies. Okay. We still are taking those. We've had a lot of people make us masks and send to us, and we accept that because we are giving them out. Okay. The health department has given us some, but they forget to bring the one back that they had before, and so that makes us have to give them out every single time they come through the door. And so that we don't run out, we welcome you. If you're someone that's sewing and you're crafty, we really could use masks, and you can send that to 1009 East Sullivan Street by mail, or just stop by. Let us know you're coming, though. You do have to make an appointment anytime you drop off a donation. Let us know you're coming, and we would be very appreciative of that.
Now, let me mention that again. The Oasis of Kingsport, the address is 1009 East Sullivan Street, right here in Kingsport, downtown. Phone number is 423-392-1137. 392-1137. Now, do you have anything set up online where you guys can accept donations monetarily?
We do have a PayPal account. If you go to our Facebook page and you go to donate, there are links that are on there. If you scroll down to information, there are links to a website. There's also links to how to give, ways to give on there. Mm-hmm. So you can do it through anything like that. You can even use Facebook Messenger to send money if you have that set up on your...
Oh, I didn't know Facebook Messenger did money.
Yeah, there is a way now for you to send, especially for buyers and sellers. They do it a lot on there for Marketplace. But yes, we will accept it that way, and we'll if we need you to tell us, though, if you need a tax receipt. We will send you one at the end of the year, but now the tax things have changed, so if you don't give over a certain amount, you can't write that off. So we're asking if you did not give over that amount, to not ask us to send out a letter, because that's a lot of letters to send out at the end of the year and a lot of postage, and we'd like to be able to save money everywhere we can. So.
Okay, so what I'm getting is you need volunteers.
Absolutely.
Because it is a tough time right now, so a lot of people are nervous to get out and things like that. So if people are willing to come out and help, using Facebook page for Oasis of Kingsport is a good way for people to get in touch with you. Is that the best way, Shantell?
That is the best way.
Okay.
Of course, you can email us at oasiskpt@gmail.com, but Facebook we check daily, and the telephone, of course.
Okay. And you could use money donations, and you can use shampoos and hygiene and those kind of things for donations, as well as cleaning products. Those are the things you need most right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what are your hours again, if you can remind us of that one more time?
We're open right now for under COVID restrictions, Tuesdays and Thursdays only.
Okay.
And it's by appointment only. So
Right.
we're usually there from about 9 to 1. We can take our last appointment at 1 for laundry. So if no one comes for that last appointment, we will close at 1. So.
All right, very good. So Oasis of Kingsport, downtown Kingsport. And again, that's at 1009 East Sullivan Street, right here downtown. Phone number 423-392-1137. Or go to Oasis of Kingsport on Facebook page to get a hold of Shantell and anybody there if you have any more questions. And it's a very wonderful organization, but it is being really restricted right now, so you want to check that Facebook page as often as you can and see where you can help as well. Shantell, thank you for being here today. As always, you're full of information and such a blessing to our community.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And we'll be back with another edition of A Closer Look.